Terry and I have been on this farm since 1991. Prior to that, my parents farmed here, and in fact, my mother was born and raised on this farm as well. We call it Oxbow Dairy, and our kids are the 5th generation on this farm. We are in Raymond, Washington on Oxbow Dairy. This is Terry Smaciarz, I'm Lana Smaciarz, and this is Chris Jansen. He married our daughter, Abby. My grandparents farmed this. So Terry and I are the 4th generation.
I always say I married the farm and got the daughter. We're milking 50 jerseys and 250 Holsteins. Currently we have 4 full-time employees and 2 part-timers. I am honored to be a director and happy to take part in the All West family.
Here at Oxbow Dairy we try to maintain a cow that's a well-balanced cow. Just starting off, you gotta have sound feet and legs and sound udder. If a cow doesn't have a sound udder, she's not going to be able to hold the milk where she's supposed to, and if she doesn't have sound feet and legs, she's not going to be able to get up out of the stalls and make it through the parlor and then back to the feed bunks and be competitive in the herd. So those are the 2 things that we base off when you're looking kind of more from the type side of things, going more toward the production and fitness traits and components and whatnot. We look for bulls that are positive in milk and components as well. Your DPR and your productive lives and your somatic cells, we look at those carefully too, so we can try to limit the problems that we'll face down the road. Currently we just switched over. I've been running a 8-month cycle. So the first cycle that I used here, we were using Corvette and Bayonet, Tattoo, Grand, Big League. And then this new cycle of bulls that we're using this time is Brewmaster, Carney, Heisenberg, and then the young-sire bulls is Doc, Pharaoh. On the Jersey side, I've been pretty heavily using the bull Chrome. I think he's a bull that fits what we're looking for. He's got the milk and the components, and he has the ideal type that we're looking for in the jerseys. We're also been using Mega Power, Disco, and we're most recently starting to use Texas on the proven side, as well as Respect and Wichita. We use pretty heavily the BioFresh. It really helps the fresh cows transition over, especially the jerseys. And other products we use are the First Defense pace. When they're first born, we make sure they get the pace, they get off to a healthy start, and we use the wool over coats to help keep the calves warm during the winter months. And we also use the udderment supplied through our local rep. Terry has been using the mating system, I think, pretty much since he started farming, and that's a major reason why the herd looks like it does today. So it's kudos to Smaciarz for sure.
So here we are at Smaciarz Dairy. Here is a group of Midnight Daughters, 7H11946. As you see here, you've got a good medium-sized group of cows, good uddered milk. I'm sure they will. Good legs on them, good feet, sound cows, and they have impressed me with the teat placements that are actually showing up as they have calved in. A nice group of daughters.
This is Chris Jansen, the herdsman here at Oxbow Dairy. For me, the Midnight Daughters have come in strong from the beginning. If you're looking for milk to put in your milk tank, I would highly recommend this bull. They're daughters that are coming in at 70 to 80 pounds within a couple weeks fresh, and they're holding right there. So if you're looking for milk on a good size commercial cow, go with Midnight.
Here you have a group of superior daughters, 7H12248. Again, another group of medium-sized animals with nice open rib, really nice uddered cows, high wide rear udders, great seam, and they again as well milk really well. They've got a straighter leg and sound foot to them, more of a round foot. They should stick around for quite some time.
What I've seen with the superior daughters, these ones are a little bit more farther in milk than the last group, but from what I've seen from the superior daughters is they're going to throw a little bit more strength and substance to the bone over for the cows. So if you got cows that are looking to add some substance and strength to, I wouldn't be afraid to use superior on them. He's a bull, like Lisa said, that's going to put milk into them. They're milking really well. For being pregnant cows and being a little bit on the tail end side, they're still holding their own.
So here you have two KINGPIN daughters, 7H12228. These two, as you can tell, they are tall and decent rib to them, higher rear uddered, shallow uddered, and straighter leg, and a good heel depth to them. These two particular daughters are later in their lactation. There is about 4 to 5 more that some have just calved and some are earlier in lactation. We just wanted to show you these two today. But this is what you will see. They were definitely taller, decent depth of rib. Some of them are a little more dairy, so you're going to see two different types of cows in this particular bull. Some have a little more strength like these two, and then there's going to be some that are more dairy and a little more, just a smidge more narrow in the rear udder width. Otherwise, good cows to select for your herd.
From what I've seen from the KINGPIN daughters here, like Lisa mentioned, we're milking about 6 to 8 of them now. Like she said, there's 2 different types of KINGPINs. Overall, they're all going to be a little bit taller animal than the last couple groups of cows you've seen. So if you're looking for a bull to improve some stature, definitely consider him in your mating choices. Like I said, they're going to be cows that are going to be taller. These particular 2 have a lot more strength. You really like the way that their udder is youthful to them. I think their udders are going to hold up as they get older. They're cows that do put milk in the tank, and they also test pretty good. So I'm pretty excited to see how they develop as they calve in again. Too bad today they weren't quite in the milking form like the past groups have, but they're good. They're really good cows and have been good cows for us here at Oxbow.
Here you have a group of gregarious daughters, 7H12157. As you can see here, very consistent balanced group, really nice frames to them. I really like that about this group of daughters. Beautiful high wide rear udders, and they are shallow and they milk. They have really good components. And normally, if you look at the bull's linear, he will sire a little more high pin, but these cows are mated, evaluated, and therefore it has worked because their pin setting is very ideal. And they also walk on a good set of foot and leg. Maybe the one in the middle has a little more set, but boy, are they nice cows. This bull I would definitely use to add frame, raise the rear udder height and width and the shallowness of the udder, and also he does hold a sound foot and leg following through the breeding schedule, so definitely would use this bull in your herd.
What I've seen from the gregarious daughters, I was able to pick these heifers out when they were yearling heifers. This bull that throws an extreme pattern. When you look through the look through the heifer barn, and then now as milking young cows, it's like somebody took a stamp on a piece of paper and just started stamping them out. To me, they're all cows that carry the same traits. I love the dairy strength to them. I love the soundness to their feet and legs. And then when you get to the mammary systems on these young cows, I just can't wait for 2 or 3 more calves to go through them, because they're going to be around that long. And if their udders are this good, I can't wait to see what they look like as mature cows. This is a bull that I would highly recommend anybody to use in their breeding program to improve on practically anything. Just the one thing I would watch on them is maybe protect the front ends a little bit, having that Mogul blood in them. Some of them can tend to be a little bit narrow in the front, but a bull that I really like overall.
Here you have a couple of PETY daughters, 7H 12139. Very matched pair here. What you notice with them is they are dairy cows, so protect them on strength. They usually have a slight slope to the rump sometimes, and beautiful udders, super high shallow uddered cows. And as they age second calf, I have seen quite a few of them now, and they do fill out more and they milk. So a good group here, and I've seen many. Good group of cows, definitely.
What I've seen from the PETY daughters here at Oxbow Dairy is kind of mimicking what Lisa said. To me, they're going to be cows that are going to calve in a little immature. But as they get further into their lactation, they're going to add that weight back on that they lost during calving, and their udders fill out quite well. I've been very impressed with the way the udders are coming in. I really like the attachments to the udders, and if they keep improving like they have been in these first 45 days of their lactation, I think there's a lot of good things in store for this bull. The one thing I would protect PETY on, if you're using him in your mating program, is maybe watch the width of chest, like Lisa had mentioned. But other than that, he's a bull that I would really like to see a couple more daughters here at Oxbow calve-in, which I know we have more coming in the heifer pins, and just to see if he can consistently stamp out what we're seeing today. But a nice bull overall.